Hey everyone, and welcome to Gardening with Ben. In today's video we're going to talk about what free seeds we have got in the Kitchen Garden magazine. So sit back, relax and enjoy today's episode everyone. So I know a lot of people get excited about what seeds they get free in the Kitchen Garden magazine. We did the Grow Your Own magazine as well recently, so if you've not watched that video, go and watch that video. This is the March edition of the Kitchen Garden magazine, and each month you get 10 free packets of seeds. Obviously they're not free because you're paying for the magazine, but it is well worth it. And the reason why we buy these is because obviously the magazine is full of tips and advice for growing and looking after your gardens and allotments. And also is that they'll have varieties in them what you probably won't always purchase from the garden centre or shop. So we like to try these varieties because sometimes they're a lot nicer than the ones that you will buy in the shops, the normal varieties. So I'm opening this as well as seeing what you're getting at the same time, so it's a surprise to me and a surprise to you. So let's see what 10 packets of seeds we've got in this month's magazine. I always like this bit, finding out what we've got. So we've got 10 packets of seeds fastened up by rubber band. So let's have a look at the first 5 seeds. So first off, we have got Cucumber Ridge variety. Now this is a Market More variety. Now this is the cucumber that I do grow every single year, so this is perfect for me. So these are to be started around April time. When it gets a bit warmer, it's still a bit cold at the moment, so we'll definitely be growing these down at our allotment. We grew these outside last year and they actually did a lot better outside than they did in the polytunnel. So we'll be growing these outdoors again. We'll be starting them off in the shed first and then planting them out when the chance of frost has passed and growing them up some netting or trellis. So yeah, I'm looking forward to growing these this year. Next up, we've got Salad Leaf. Now this is the cut and come again Wild Rocket Wildfire variety. Again, so around April time when it gets a bit warmer, and hopefully lots of salad leaves to add to our sandwiches, to our salads, which is perfect, and it adds a bit of a kick and a spice to it as well. So well worth the freebie. Next up is we've got Rhubarb Chard. Now I've never grown chard myself before, so we might give this a try this year and see how we get on. Now this is to be sown in March time, so now is the time to be sowing it, and we'll be starting it off in our unheated greenhouse, starting it off there, and hopefully try growing some rhubarb chard. I wonder what it actually tastes like, if it actually tastes of rhubarb. So we'll see what that tastes like, what it grows like, and see if we have success with it. Now next up is another one that I've never tried growing before. That's what I like about these packets of seeds, is that you never always have tried things, and it's worth giving them a try to see what they taste like, see what they grow like, and see if you have good success from them. So this is Celeriac, a giant Prague variety, so a nice big size Celeriac, and you can sow this from February. So yes, we can get this sown this month, get it growing and get seeing what it tastes like as well. I'm looking forward to this. Has anyone else grown Celeriac before? Let me know in the comments, as I do like to know what people have grown, and we'll give it a try. That's the best thing about gardening, is always trying, learning new things and seeing what it actually grows like. So let's have a look at the next 5. Now this is what I was going to order, so thankfully I've not ordered them yet, and we've got some winter squash butternut variety. Now I want to try growing lots of different varieties of squash this year, as I've got an air fryer, So I want to see what they taste like cooking in the air fryer, and see what they taste like. But again, this is another one that we start off in April, when it gets a bit warmer and when they can handle the good weather. You plant them outside once the chance of frost is gone, because they don't like the cold weather, and hopefully we'll get some decent sized butternut squash on it. And look at how orange those are, absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, you're getting your value for money with these seeds, as they're good seeds and they probably cost quite a lot more in the garden centre, so definitely well worth it. Next up is leek. Now there's absolutely loads of seeds in this packet, 300 seeds, so imagine sowing all them and getting them a good crop. Again, you can sow these around March time, so this is perfect for sowing now. So we're going to be busy this month. This is our big month for sowing seeds down at the allotment, when we get a lot of stuff started this month and next month. So make sure you're following us and stay up to date with all our seed growing this month. But yeah, I do love growing leek, and the thing about leeks is that once you've started them sowing in trays and you're transplanting them outside, you make your holes to drop them into, but you don't backfill them with soil, because you've got a risk of breaking the actual plant. You water them and they'll fill in with the soil around them. So that's what you do when you're transplanting leeks outside. You've got to be very careful with planting them up. Next up is some cabbage. We do love some cabbage. I've had some great success with cabbage down at my allotment. 20 seeds in this one, and it's an F1 variety, so it's a good variety of cabbage. Again, sow them in April, so we're going to be sowing a lot of these next month, but we're prepared, we're ready for growing next month. And next up is kohlrabi. Again, something that I've never grown before, so we're going to give it a good try and see how it tastes like. Eaten young in place of turnips, or grated raw in a salad. So you don't even have to cook it, you can just eat it raw. And it looks absolutely phenomenal, the colour on it. Again, sow them in March, so we'll be starting these off this month. And there's 300 seeds in this one, so we can start them off at intervals. We can start some off this month, next month, so then they'll be all ready at different times of the year. So 10 great amazing packets of seeds in this magazine this month, and I'll definitely be sowing all the packets that have come with this. These are all worthy while seed varieties in this one. So then we obviously have our magazine as well, and obviously they have offers on them as well for strawberries. We do love our delicious strawberries, but the magazine is full of tips, like tips on how to grow mint and what varieties to grow, and lots of stuff from normal people as well, from social media as well, sharing tips and advice. People like you and me sharing how they get on with growing vegetables and how well they grow. And it's great to see how well other people do as well in their allotments. Like, it shares their journey in their gardens and allotments as well. So a worthy while magazine to get reading and learn more tips and advice. The thing about gardening is that you're always learning. You never stop learning with gardening. There's always something new to try, and a different way and a different method to try in gardening to get good crops from the allotment. So I hope you've enjoyed this magazine, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you do give us a follow, because we'll be showing you our year of gardening down here at the allotment. We'll be doing our weekly tours. We'll be showing what we're planting, what we're growing, tips and advice on how we're getting on. So until next time, everyone, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben, everyone.